Hello there. Hi, I'm Terry, and today we're going to be making some creative tags. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to be doing, but that's the idea. And as I said yesterday, throughout June, I'm going to be going live at least twice a week to do some demos. So join along. If you're watching this on YouTube now, please subscribe to my channel. That would be great. And please drop a comment in the comment section below. If you're on Facebook, invite your friends. That would be great. And share the link, even if it's after we've finished. And the other thing is, if you're watching on replay, if you can put replay in the comments, this is for Facebook, then I can pick up the comments and answer you. So I think that's it for now. Okay, so who do we have watching on Facebook? If you're going to comment on Facebook and you haven't allowed StreamYard to use your name, then it'll come up to me as Facebook user, so you can still comment, but if you can just put your name after your comment or before your comment, then I'll know who you are and I'll be able to answer you personally. So as I said, I haven't really got much of a clue what we're going to be doing today. I've had loads and loads and loads of inks come yesterday. Look, I'm inundated. I've got all these new oxides. I've got that's not all, I've got more. I've got alcohol inks, we've got some Yupo card, some alcohol ink blender, and what else have I got? I've got loads. So I'm going to be playing over the weekend and hopefully I can come up with something for next week. Okay, I want to, as I said, I'm going to do some tags. I've got some that's already sort of been made. I'll just bring it in a little bit for now. I don't know if there's anybody there because I can't actually see any comments at the moment. So if you are there, hello. And if there's nobody there, then I shall just carry on. Right, I've got some ready-made tags. They're readily available in most places, and I've also just cut up some myself. They're a bit thicker, and I've got a thin one. And what I've done with them, because I'm not too sure about the card itself, it's quite sort of flimsy, I've gessoed them on both sides. And to do that, if you're new, all you need is gesso. They do it in different makes. I've got Pebbio, and it's literally like painting. It is an acrylic. It's an acrylic oil. So it will, what it'll do is give you a coating, and then you won't have to worry whether it's waterproof or whatever. So what I do know I want to use today is I bought some rice paper that was just sort of plain rice paper for printing on, and I actually printed this. Let me just have a look at this in focus. Yes, that way. Let me just go have a look on Facebook if anybody's commenting, because I'm hoping that I'm back. Yes, I am. Sorry if there was a big pause there. I went across to have a look if there's anything on Facebook, any comments, and I could see that I was live there. I've come back and I don't know if it stopped or it carried on or what, but I'll carry on now. Yes, I've got some plain rice paper. I bought it from eBay, I believe, for printing, and I've literally printed this off a Magic Graphics CD. I think it was called, yes, it was Collage Fusion Stampin' Up. So I thought I'm going to try and have a play with this. So I'm going to try and incorporate that. And I've also printed, this is from the same CD, which I thought would be good for Father's Day. Now this is printed onto tissue paper, okay? I've made a carrier for the tissue paper and printed onto it. I do have a video on YouTube on how to actually print onto the tissue paper, how to make a carrier page for it to go through. So with that gone, I've got a feeling I might be talking to myself. Let's get started. So I've got some various stamps and I've got stencils. Oops, you name it, I think I've got it. Hang on. It's just all falling on the floor. So I think what I'm going to do first, let's do something with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water. Now do I want the whole of that? Now I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a background first on the stamp, and I think some blue. Bring some darker blue in. Oh, let's go for some green and light blue. Is it? I might put a bit of yellow in there. I've got all these inks now. I don't know what to do with them. Never have too many because you get too distracted. So I'm going to put a little bit of yellow in first. I'm a bit concerned that there's nobody watching, but I'll carry on. So, well, there doesn't appear to be. Now, I'm just going to go in and blend. Now the scratching you can hear is because of the gesso. Okay. And if you're one of the newer beginners to card making, then I will be explaining a bit more on the mornings that I do the videos specifically for the beginners in the group. So let's get that away. Put a bit of green in. Don't even know if I've got a green one. Let's see. Have a new one. No, I've got green. Let's do. I think I'll do a bit of green first. That is going to be a bit too dark, so I'm going to have some. Let's have some cracked. This is cracked pistachio. I've used fossilized amber there. Sorry. Right. I'm going to bring that around the edges. Or am I? Actually, this has changed away from what I was thinking of doing, so it's going to be something else. And those who joined my journaling class or journaling course will, these are some things you can use within your journal. Just going to go around the edges with this. I've normally got a craft mat, but I'm being brave and using straight to glass because Tim Holt said that it blends really well if you use the glass first, and I've got to admit, although I don't like to, yeah, this is brilliant. So I got a feeling that I'm not actually doing, in fact, I'm not doing anything like I was going to. Okay, this stencil, and I'm going to use it with the this is peacock feathers. Use it with this. I'm just going to go through the middle with it, lightly. Just take it round to the, I said through the middle, now I've taken it right out to the edge. Could have actually done a bit of an ombre. Let's see what will happen if I put the green on top of it. Just don't move, don't move. What are we doing? Green. Around the outside. Oh, I've moved it a bit. Come back. So I bring it down a bit. Yeah. I think that's as far in as we're going to go. I've moved it. I was being clever then, didn't I? There we are. Make sure I got enough on there. There we go. That's quite nice, isn't it? See that? Oops. Okay. I'm actually going to drop a bit of water around the sides. Look, I got a fan brush. Yep. Going these fan brushes. I'm not going to use a spray bottle because it will go in the middle. I'm just going to drop a bit around the sides. Here we go. Says me, and it's now gone in the middle as well. There we are. Put that back in there. And if you leave it, it will oxidize and it will spread. So, which it's already started doing. So I'm just going to dab it a bit. Okay. So I am going to. Shall I use? I think I'll use the butterfly. I wanted to use the whole, the peacock feather, but I need to get some of it on. I didn't need that stencil in the middle to do that, did I? No. Just going to do the butterfly. So just going to water around the edges so that it'll come away nicely. There we go. Nice butterfly. Just do this. I think my camera's gone. yeah, we're just going to put that on there. Now to attach it, I'm going to use some Mod Podge because it'll not only seal all this, it will stick it down nicely. Just take that up. Having said that, I don't think I've ever tried Mod Podge with Distress Oxide, so we'll soon find out if it works or not. Yeah, it's fine. A bit on the back. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Although I've put quite a lot on there, that will dry absolutely clear. Okay, so that's one little tag. I want to do quite a few, but we can always come back and add more to that one. Now, I did want to use this gentleman. Let's decide what I'm going to do first, shall I? This is great for Father's Day for steampunk. Choose the big one, couldn't I? I'm going to just do it to there, so that I can leave the rest then on the paper. Go. And probably take some of the steam engine with him. So if I go to there and to there. Let's go around his cane, around his head, his arms, and down to there. There. Feel like a craft along for me. Make sure I don't pull right through his cane. It's dried. Oops. No, it's because I didn't go there, did I? There we are. And just oh, look at that. I've got the water mark from where I went round him. But that's okay, because it'll fit right there. So now I've actually got a steampunk stencil. I've had this years and years, so something falling on me down there. So could go there. Let me just do a little bit of a background first. In I think I'm not going to use the Oxide. I'm going to Nope, it's not in there. I've removed them from there. I'm not going to use the Oxide, only because I don't have this colour in the Distress Oxide that I'm about to use. Perhaps it wasn't a good idea to use it because I've got to get it up now. Okay. So you'll have to pray that I'm in the right part. Yes. I use some wild honey. I tend to keep these in families, so they shouldn't get really that contaminated. If I go in this one in there. Yeah. Hair scratching. So, as I said, that's the gesso. I think I would have liked it a bit lighter than this. But I can always put a bit of gesso over if that's the case. Maybe a bit dark. Yep. Vintage photo, or shall I use mahogany? I do have mahogany here somewhere, but it's hiding. Oh, there it is. It was here all the time. Oops. So let's see where this guy is going to go. He's going to go by there, and I'm going to put them just by there. Get rid of that one and get a browner one. There we go. And this is aged mahogany. And I'm just going to come around there. Can you see okay? Anyone? Oh, hi Linda, thanks for joining me all the way from California. Thank you. I've actually just done one tag, which you can see on the replay. I might do a bit more with it. I said earlier, I haven't come here with an absolute plan. The butterfly, it's got some Mod Podge on it, so that it's clear and it will dry clear. I was explaining that I've got a CD from Magic Graphics and I've printed it onto rice paper. So I use the butterfly in that, and what I'm using at the moment is and again from Magic Graphics, the same CD, and I'm using the tissue paper. I printed it onto tissue paper. I've got something on YouTube that I can point you towards if you aren't sure about printing onto tissue paper, and that's where I am at the moment. So I'm just going to what time is it there? California. So what are you? You've got to be, no, 5 hours is the Eastern time, isn't it? So you've got to be about 8 hours behind, do you? 8 hours, 3, 12, about 8 or 9 there. Just wiping this, and I'm going to stick this now down with some Mod Podge. I've lost my I've lost where I was to be able to zoom in and out, because I messed about with it and it's gone, so I can't actually do that. I'm going to push the camera this way so you can see what I'm doing. I didn't put my craft mat out. Oops. I forget tissue paper's delicate. There you go. 6:50 in the morning. I didn't know they had one of those times. That's okay. Welcome to the recap. Going to just stick that down. It's all on the replay anyway, but so that you know where I am. There we go. He's down. I'm putting a spreadsheet together of the answers that everybody gave me to the poll. So I will then be able to have it by the side of me, and I'll know when you join or look at these videos, if you comment, what you normally do, so that you know, and if there's people there that don't know, then I can sort of explain further in detail. Oh, that's okay, Jojo. Hi, thanks for coming anyway. I was just saying to Linda, what I'm doing some tags. I did come this afternoon without a plan. I've got so many of these inks that have come. I've got alcohol inks, I got Yupo, I've got all sorts of stuff that I want to play with. Trying to decide what to do this afternoon. I'm thinking, shall I use this? Shall I use that? So it's too much choice. Shouldn't have too much choice. So what I've done so far is I went for tags so that we can just have a little play. This tag I've used, I've printed onto some tissue paper with using the carrier sheet, and this is from Magic Graphics, Stampin' Up Collage Fusion. This is also from the same CD, and I printed this onto rice paper. So that's where we are at the moment. So I've Mod Podged all this. I'm just waiting for it to dry. Butterfly looks a bit blurry. So we've got that one and we've got that one. I did have an idea of what I wanted to do with one, but it's gone now. What I didn't say at the beginning is what I've done. I did say I gessoed this paper. I've only done it purely because I've got so many different cards now, and I'm not that sure what ones are what, so whether they'll take water or they won't. So I put gesso on so that it'll take anything that I throw at it. And the other thing I did it on both sides, which has stopped it warping. Now, I did a workshop with Lou Withers on the weekend, and she suggested spraying it first, which I forgot to do, but I did with sort of a spare sheet that I had. It is better than it was without the water, but doing it on two sides, I've just totally flattened it. I'm really pleased with that, because that's what I will do in the future. Right, so we've got our man there as well. These cards, what I think I'll probably do is back them onto another card, because they're a bit flimsy, but it was all about just doing today. I'm going to put some holes in there after. So we've got two. Right, I've made the tags myself, which I don't need to tell you how, do I? Just cut them up. Okay, I did want to get some of my new Lollibot Lavinia stamps in. So I think the next one I might actually go for a Lavinia stamp, which means I'm going to have to be a little bit good with my blending. I'm just having a look if I got some circles. I need that. I'll bring everything I need this afternoon, but the only thing is, because I got everything I need, I can't find anything. Yep, that's great. I think we've even got a bigger one. Yep. Oh, I don't even know if I need that. No, I don't. I'm just going to use that. So what colour shall I do? So I've got all these Oxide inks that came, so I've got too many colours now because I can't choose. So if we didn't do purple. Should I do an orange and yellow? I think go for orangey, pink, peacock's feathers. Yes, I'm going for that. And then what can I do with my? Sorry, I got so many of these. I might stamp with that. Don't know whether they look good, bad, or indifferent, but we're going to give it a try. So, I'm using this instead of those makeup brushes that I bought because I'm using so many different colours and I'm not sure yet how or about washing them in between, or I don't want to contaminate my oxides. Some say it doesn't make any difference if you go through them both. I don't want that side. I'd like that this side. Would I? I can see me going to the purple and not the pink. And I just said you can hear that sort of scratching. That's the gesso against the sponge. It's no big deal. I don't want that on the back really, do I? I didn't want that as heavy as that either. I had so many new things that I couldn't decide what to do today. Oh, shall I use this? Shall I use that? Shall I use this? So I'll get a few tags and we can have a little experiment. Shall I, shan't I? I'm going with it. Why not? If it looks awful, then I know not to do those two colours on what I'm doing again. I know the colours go well together, but it's whether it'll go well in the setting that I'm doing. Actually, that's blended quite well on the from I got finger marks on it. On the gesso. You can see me gessoing everything before I start. I got a few finger marks on there. So always forget the fingers. Okay. So I'm going to give that a little bit of a spritz. Spritz, spritz, on spray, got it. Should have used an anti-static bag on it to stop my finger marks. Yeah, I want a bit of a lot. Well, I'm liking that actually. Don't even know if I was intending to do that. Sorry. Yeah, I quite like that. Some more over here. Just let it do its own thing. Let it do its own thing with a bit of help from me. Oh. Yeah, I quite like that. And that's something I wasn't meaning to do today. Oh. No, that's going to be a bit wet. What do you think? Looks like a hand, doesn't it? Don't it look like a hand? I just got an idea. Shall I, shan't I? No, I shan't. I was going to try some brushes on top of it, but I can't get to them. So we need that to dry. So I don't think my dryer's plugged in. Let me just have a look. Is it? Isn't it? No, I believe it's not plugged in, but I can plug it in. Sorry about this. I'm just going behind. Well, I can't plug it in. It'll have dried by now, won't it? No, it's not dried. Let's move on. Move on to the next one. I'm going to put some holes in these with my crocodile, because what I might do with this one is have a little flower on there. Right, I know what I mean. So this is the crocodile, and look which is the big one. That's two. It's got a screw here, and you move this up and down to where you want it, and then it punches holes and it goes through just like butter. I haven't, apparently you can do it on chipboard and things like that, so I've just got some chipboard and I'm going to give it a go. And then we've got sort of these to put in there, which is what I'm going to do now. Although, yeah, that's what we've got. You can put them in with this machine. I'm not going to do it now because I'm actually going to strengthen that with another bit of card later. Oh, I got a lid that's just falling all over the place. It's better. Right, put that back from whence it came. I haven't done this one. Oh dear. Right. And back over here. I wanted to show you something with the little, no, that's it. The butterfly's too far up in me. I'll do it on the next one that I do. I think I might have a little key or something on. I really love that one. I'm liking that one a lot. Right, so this still isn't dry, so let's get on to another one. Is it? Now this is a longer and thinner one. So what should we do with this one? I think I might do a bit of a post officey thing here, because I've got a post officey stamp. It's fairly new. I'd like to stick a fairy on there. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I did bring the stamp over with me. There it goes. an all and create one, and it's pretty new. Now, before I stamp it, I need to put a background on there, don't I? Now I've done the browns. Let's stamp there. What can I match there? Do some green, maybe some. Do some brown again with the green. So we'll go with the green. Actually going to mix it up this time and do it in fits and starts. So that's the wrong green one. Bear with me because I'll get a new one. Another one. That's darker. Oh, hi Mary. Thanks for joining. I just made 2 tags. Don't go through everything because that's rice paper, and they're both the images are both from Micrographics CD called Collage Fusion Stampin' Up. So I've used one of the images from there, and I've used one of the images from this rice paper. I printed it out onto the rice paper, and I've used that. But if you sort of watch over, then you'll be able to catch up from the beginning. I was just going to put bits and pieces on here. Brown, yeah, I'm going to go in for the brown. I was just saying, I got all these new oxides, and this fine clear, and I got alcoholics. So I need to have a good play with them all before next Wednesday. If you can hear scratching, it's because I've gessoed both sides of this. I'm saying this card, but it's probably heavy paper, because I wasn't sure whether it would take water. So the scratching you can hear is the gesso. But I must say, it blends a lot better than on just normal paper. Just makes a noise. I'm wondering whether I can go in with the green. Will be ready there. Yeah, I'm waiting for this one to dry that I just did with distress ink. I sprayed it, but I sprayed it lots and lots and sort of wiggled it around. Might add a little bit of the blue in there to bring out the blue, because what I'm aiming to use is the stamp as a background, and then this part here, which has got a bit of brown and green in, but it's also got quite a bit of blue. So there you go. And because these are opaque, they will actually just go over. They won't make, they're unlikely to make mud like the ordinary distress inks, because the ordinary distress inks are pretty translucent, so you can see when they've mixed up. Whereas with with the oxides, they don't. So there we go. Okay. Oops. Not sure whether I want to put this one on there. I've changed my mind again. I'm stamping with this. Liking it. I'll put some little Yeah. It's just a little stamp. I think I picked it up in the clearance in Hobbycraft. Yeah, that's the best thing, Mary. Waffle it to see the beginning. Shall I do a little light spray? It feels criminal not to sort of spray the oxides. Do it from afar because I don't want. Ooh, isn't it? That's quick. Don't think I wanted that much. I know I don't have to spray it with water, but I find it difficult not to. So, wondering if that one or this one. I can only go for this one. No, I'm keeping with B and then I'm going to go for this one. Oh, what have I got on there? I don't think I've used these before. I've got something on them. I'm not using this one because I haven't really tested them out yet, so it could come out with any colour and I would be. So I think I just want these in the background actually, and then have the other one. Oh, come on. I need some paper. I'll use this. Shit. I need some paper under here, don't I? I tell everybody to make it soft, and what am I doing? I put that up there now. I'm just going to take the first generation print from there because I don't want it that on an angle. No, I'm not going to go that way just because I'm being lazy. That way. Another one down there. There we are. Do you see that? Okay, right, spritz this off. My desk is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Cloth here. Let's put that over there for now, and then I'm going to come in with I do like to put my stamps back because if I don't, I'll lose them. Right, I think I might do a little bit of a, no, I'm going to do a little bit of a sun, but I'm not. Now this stamp is the first time I've used it as well. I've got 2 newbies. And I'm actually wondering whether to test out my new Versifying Clear one. I know what I could do. What's wrong with me? I could do it, and if I don't like it, oh, if I don't think it'll go, then I don't have to use it, do I? Go lovely. Right, I know what I want to do. I want to get that as a, so that way there. Leave the ink to soak in a bit. If it comes up with you almost, then it'll be done. Let's put this one down a bit. Yep. Oh, I'm in love with this VersaFine Claire for stamping. I really am in love. Let's go through the middle. Stuff all over me. There we go. Looking good, I think. And I could put a little bit of a sun or a moon around it, but I want to do what I was going to do with my with the flower. I want to hang it, which means I'm going to have to put a hole in the top, aren't I? Oh, look at that. Lovely. Go back. There. You can go back with its house. Okay, so what I wanted to put that on there, which means I'm going to have to sort of colour it around the bits that I've got in there, which is going to be difficult now. Here we go. So we've got a bit of blue going on the edges. We got some browns in the middle. I'm not going to add any more. Just so it doesn't look white while it's there. And you don't know what the hell I'm doing yet, do you? I think I do now. I'm not convinced. Okay. Put down the edges. It's a bit similar. Spray it a little, not with that. Spray it from above. I go up. And I should get it. Yeah, it's there, I can see. Let's have a clean bit of kitchen towel and put that in there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that dry for a minute while I get my crocodile again. And I've been using it for ages, but I can never remember which way it goes. So I'm just going to put that through there. I've got an idea, but I'm not sure how good it's going to work. Right, that's dry. So let's get the old Cosmic Shimmer out. That on the back. Aha, no, what I wanted to do was put a hole in here first. And I want the smaller one on that side. Got it. Oops. It's still wet, so. Go down on there. I need to put a little thing in the middle. Right. Is that going to be too big? No, I've got a nice little purple one there. No, I haven't. It's a hard. Will do. So if you want for doing these demos, I doubt whether I would have tried all this today. Well, they're all there to be done, all the, I don't know that I would have actually put all these colours and what have you together. But when you're doing a demo, you've got to go with what you've got, which is a good thing sometimes. Right now, I need a little bit of ribbon or some string. I did have like a whole thing of string here. This wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I just need to show you what I want to do. So I've got some. This is from my days of Kumahimo. Oh, look at that. You see, it's got all those colours the same, the green. There's the green. Oh, look, it was made for this card. You don't want to get the green. It's from my Kumahimo days. I get the green and the blue. That's amazing. Oh, I don't know if this holds big. Yeah, it is. Right, to get the knot to come at the front, you need to put that in first. Okay. I know most of you will know that, but there are some that won't. It took me ages to work that out. Simple, but it took me ages. Okay, so now I've got this little hole here. I bought some little, hang about, some little things. I don't know, they've probably got a name, but I don't know what it is. They must have had a name, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to find them. They're like, they look like little light bulbs. So anyway, I can explain it. And they open, they're safety pins. That's what they are. That's what they called them. I remember now. Which I have this colour. Yeah, that goes perfect. And because I used to make jewellery, I probably may have used a jump ring, but I appreciate that not everybody has made jewellery, and so I was trying to find something. Now I'm just going to, when I'm babbling on here, I'm just going to put that through the hole there, and then I'm going to lift it up through. I'm going to put it through this here, this knot. Okay. And I'm going to clip it together. And hope it works. Oh, look at that. That's sweet. Chinese lanterns. Oh, what, these, Mary? You're talking about these. The assuming not on about these safety pins. These are the Lavinia And oh, it never says on there. They never say. If you want, I'll have a look, because I've still got the order form of what I've still got the receipt of what I've ordered, and I'll have a look and I'll let you know. Okay. Let me just make a note of that, because I'll forget. A piece of paper. I got a pen. I don't know, organised. Lavinia lanterns. Lavinia lanterns for Mary. Okay. I think they're beautiful. I did see Tracy Dutton from Lavinia. She used them, not like this. I mean, hers. I mean, what she does is amazing. But when I saw them, I thought they can be used for so many things. If I'd have just seen them in a pack like that, I'm not sure whether I would have bought them or not. I would have bought them for a background, but you know, putting them down, I think they're gorgeous. And my little flower. Yeah, the background's nice, isn't it? Actually, for something that I wasn't quite sure. Now that flower I made from one of the backgrounds that we. Yeah, I made, you watch me, if you saw the video yesterday, you'd just see me cut these out of one of the things that I'd already made. So I thought I'd use that. I'm really pleased with that. Yeah. So let's see what I can do with these two. And I think I've been here for an hour now, and I think you will have probably seen enough of me. This one, that's what I was going to use the flower for on this one. So I'm wondering actually whether I can stamp some of these round there. I'm not liking this one, but this was the first one I'd done. See, I hadn't got it into it. I hadn't got quite into it. Once I got going, no stopping me. I'm going to use a different colour of my VersaFine Clay, because I can. I've oh, where they all gone? I would use another colour of my. I got them. I got so many of these now. I don't know what to do with them. There you are. We've got a nice lime green, or a. This one's called Green Oasis. Look, brand spanking new. I'm assuming that won't come off. Just make sure. No. Right. I should have put that butterfly up a bit now. Not liking this one. It can be better though. I know. Oh, I didn't even do a second generation there, did I? Oh no, that looks okay. I know what I didn't do. I didn't do anything with this one, did I? I might not actually. I might leave that one for another day. Because I think you've probably had enough of me now, an hour. Get that off. Spray it. Yes, I'll do that later. What was I going to do with this one? I've forgotten now. Right, okay, so that's going to be, oops, sorry, that's going to be me for this afternoon. We went up as we ran along. I did that one first, so as you can tell, I didn't know what I was going to do, so this was very much let's get started and do something. I did know what I was going to do with this one, and that's sort of how I envisaged it. Now, what I will do is put that one out of the way. Like I did with the flower, I might get like a key or something to hang down. You can get trinkets. I don't know if I've got like, oh, look at this. Wow, I've got a key. So I might get something like a key to hang down on one of those safety pin things. I might actually try and make that look old, and if I do, then I can let you know how to do that perhaps next week. I know I've got patina there, which I've had from years from the jewelry making. I've never used it, so I'm not sure if I want to start. So I'm going to use I'll use items that I know that people have got, as opposed to going getting some specific patina stuff out that's for jewelry. Okay, so excuse me. Oh, and then we went into the third one, and I was motoring by then because I love that. So there's one more thing I can do on that, which I should have done in the first place. I might use, do I dare to use these as a blend to blend? Or am I going to spoil it? I'm going for it. Probably shouldn't use another thing. Right. Got a desk left. Oh wow, that looks brown. Oh, I'm just going to finish it off slightly with a bit of very gingerly. That's looking good, yes. Should have done it before I put them on, shouldn't I? Never mind, I'll just move them over a bit, pull that down, and then we can just come in there a bit. I'm not going so gingerly now, it works. I haven't really tried the VersaFine Clear Out for blending, so I've got no doubt that it will blend, but without trying it, I could have ruined the whole thing. Okay. Oh, thank you ever so much, Linda. That is really sweet of you. Oh, that's lovely. Right, okay, so this I can end now on my favourite one. I love that one. Even I'm impressed. And I'll see you all next Wednesday, 10:30 usual time. Unless I got something in between, I'm going for it now. You never know, you might see me before then. Thank you for watching, and any questions you've got, just let me know. And thank you, Linda, for getting up so early. Bye then.